close. Yeah, almost 9. So we'll see what's up. Maybe somebody will come in. You got data on your phone? Okay. Yeah. Right now it's zero in there, but what I'll do is I'll show the back camera for a minute until we get some people in there. And once we get some people in, then maybe we'll do some chatting. Okay. Yeah, sometimes this one is delayed, but yeah, so if you see one of you in there, then we know we got some people. Okay, now see one. Yep, yep. Yeah, yeah, I'm surprised how good the quality is. Smitty, what's good? What's happening? Yeah, man, we doing another journey today. Doing another journey. Yeah, man. Night shift ain't started yet. I know it's about to be 9 p.m. on the East Coast. But yeah, man, we out here catching this train. It's let me turn the camera around right quick. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a ride out there. Okay, you on your way to work, gotcha. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a ride out to the zoo. It's probably like a total is gonna be like an hour and 20, 30 minutes. But it's pretty easy as you can see, this train is pretty easy to get on. Just ride some stops and then we get off and then we gotta catch a bus. Then we get to the spot. And I think the weather's gonna stay good for us today. It was supposed to be really hot today. I know the next few days are gonna be real hot out here. So um, when I get out here, while the animals are still comfortable. Dre was good, man. It was good. Yeah, man. Still out here exploring. Look at this. I mean, we're on a train going out to a different part of the Sydney area, but it's interesting to see some of the stuff out here. It ain't much right now, but it was a little thing over there. But yeah, so we head out to this this zoo that they got. It's supposed to be like a wildlife zoo, touch some of the animals. The animals still seem real comfortable at this zoo we're gonna go to. So that's my main reason for going to this one first. We might do the other ones another point, but um, yeah, I wanted to get out here to this one, and then maybe you know get in touch with the koalas, the kangaroos. You know what I mean? They ain't got them big kangaroos though. They ain't got them swole kangaroos to be trying to box. Nah, they got the little baby ones, the little cute ones, and koala bears and stuff like that. Yeah, this train is pretty. It's pretty clean. Um, it's definitely quiet. I mean, me talking right now is probably the loudest thing on here. Most people have headphones in, so I don't think I'm that loud. I ain't bothering that much. But yeah, it's you know, regular train views, I guess. Got some freight trains going by. But you do see some of the cities out there. Some of the I don't know what city this is, but all this is considered Sydney, right? Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, y'all didn't know I got my cousin out here. He's going to school out here, and yeah, he knows a little bit. He been out here a few months, so he know a little bit about what's going on out here. But But yeah, it's different. You know, you come outside of Sydney, and it's like suburbia feeling, kind of. You know, besides everybody's driving on the other side of the road, which still annoys me, man. If it wasn't for that, I'd have rented a car. You know, but I don't want to be renting a car that, you know, having to get high insurance because I drive on the other side of the road, and then possibly it's high likelihood you get confused, and you know, hopefully you don't injure nobody, but even just damaging the car a little bit, just not what I want to be dealing with. So, but yeah, the first time I was in Australia though, back in the day, me and my buddy we was in Brisbane. No, we was in Gold Coast, south of Brisbane. The scooters, and we was confused as hell, man. I'm surprised we were all over the place. And at some point, we met up with another group of scooters who rented scooters, and then there was a gang of us. It was like 20 of us on scooters. We took the highway and then 4 lane highway. We on that joint, taking up 3 lanes for no reason. That was wild. Man. We were all just laughing and beeping our horns, and people had good spirits about it on the road. It wasn't like if you was in a deep fly, people seriously. Nah, people was cool about it, but yeah, now man, I don't want to be dealing with no traffic. All right, we had 8 people in here, then they dropped out. We got 5 now. If you in here, holla at me. Tell me where you tuning in from. If you didn't know, we in Australia. Um, as far as the content, still putting out some stuff. Still got something possibly tomorrow coming out. Japan. It's gonna be Japan content, and it might be my last Japan content. And then I got the Australia content already already bubbling in the pot. It's already, I would say, almost ready to be served. But the Australian content is probably gonna come out pretty fast. Okay, yeah, yeah. But I never been to Benin. But I was in Togo for sure. Um, yeah, I think Togo and Ghana content is what I got right now. Benin's coming though. I'm gonna be hitting up Benin probably this year at some point. Um, the only the only reason I didn't hit it up last time was because I didn't want to deal with the visa process at the border. So what I prefer to do is when I go back to the States, go to the embassy, get the visa, like a hard visa for a reasonable price and for a reasonable length of time versus like trying to go there on the at the border. They gonna probably harass you just so they can justify the high price and short period of time they gonna give you on that stamp. So to avoid all that, I just prefer to be more prepared. Although they need to do something with these passport pages books, man, because they the world is digitized and they going all on this paper stuff, which is cool. But back 10 years ago, they used to let you get more pages in your passport book. So if you get filled up, you can just add pages in. Now they don't let you do that, and you only got 20, 25 pages in there. If you traveling like some of us doing nowadays, you might have to get a new passport every 3 years or something. That's probably what they want. Probably want that extra passport money. But for, if you go to, what they should do is open up more places where we can use our passport card. If you're a U.S. citizen, want to go to Canada, Mexico, all you need to do is show your card, passport card, and if you're using the land borders, you can use that to avoid getting a bunch of stamps. But yeah, here's another town right here. What's this? Parramatta? Parramatta. This is I hear this. I hear about this town a lot actually. When you're in Sydney, I mean, I guess this is still Sydney technically, but it's another suburb outside. A lot of immigrants live here. Um, but it seems relatively. This part of it anyway seems relatively developed, and it's only what a 30-minute ride. 30-minute ride from Sydney, so not bad. It's one stop. We got way more. We got a few more stops. This station is. We got two people in the chat now. Dang, dropping off in popularity. People ain't trying to hear me ramble. That's what I'm gonna do. I got to practice my live stream muscles. You know what I mean? Got some more people getting on. I think everybody dropped out, or just keep it a short live stream. See, maybe we get somebody chime in about some interesting topic. Also, shoot, might as well use up some of my data from me paying for it. You know? Yeah, man. These live streams, sometimes you be feeling alone on these things, man. You just gotta. Okay, Dre, you said you in here. That's what's up. Appreciate it. These live streams, man. Sometimes you just gotta go in. Like, all right, y'all want to hear about nothing? Y'all tired of looking at the face? How much extra was the passport ID? Um, I want to say like $50, something like that. But it's another ID, and it come with your passport. So for me, it felt like it was well. One, I was at the time I was doing a lot of back and forth to Mexico when I was in California. So that joint right there was like, yeah, I'd have filled up a passport with stamps in no time if I didn't have that. Hey, what's up, Kazim? Hope you good. Yeah. So yeah, if you on that question about the passport ID card, yeah, if you're going to Mexico pretty often using land borders, it's a uh, pretty good thing to use. Also, too, a lot of times, like in Colombia, they would ask for ID when you check into hotels. They want a form ID or you want your passport. Well, I'll say this: in Colombia, sometimes they want to see your passport stamp because they want to see how long your visa's valid for. So you really can't use it for that. But a lot of instances where they might ask for passport, they're not concerned about your visa. They just want a form of ID. It's that. It shows it right there. So, you can use it for that as well. Um, and if they need the book, they'll tell you they need the book. So, what did you say? Oh, your signal is weak in the sprouts. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. It's all good. Gangster stalking simulation. What you talking about, man? He said, "Have you ever heard of them gangster talking to individuals electronic? Is that some lyric happening, man? Why my screen look like okay? So you over there trying to electronically jam my live stream? Let's see what's going on with you. Gangster stalking coming out with a new mixtape, y'all. That's what it's called. That's the whole term in a mixtape right there. Check them out. So you don't have to curate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good substitute. Um, but like I said, some places do want to see the validity of your visa and the length you have on it. So it's good for that. But in Colombia, they ask for ID sometimes. The police would, and I'd show my passport card. Even though I had my passport on me, I show my passport card just because it's easier for me to get to. And they were cool with it. They're like, oh, U.S. citizen, because that's really what they trying to see, like where you from. Um, so yeah, I've done that a few times. It works. Yeah, man. I'm in Australia, bro. I'm in Sydney, Australia. West Med. But I'm pushing on the train, going to this wildlife zoo. All right, man. Yeah, it's so we're going to a wildlife zoo, and you know it's supposed to be pretty unique because you actually can hold on to some of the animals and stuff like that. Yeah. Gangsters talking, I hear you, man, but yeah, I get you. I hear what you're saying, but we got to keep it on a positive level here, man. People need something to look forward to, man. This ride is gonna be, I would say, total was, well, the whole trip from where we were. It's gonna take about an hour and 30 minutes, and it's about a 50-minute train ride, and then we take a little bus ride. I think the bus is probably, once you get on the bus, it's like 15 minutes or something like that. But it's pretty smooth. Um, I think the whole trip back and forth might be $10 or $12, something like that. So, and the funny thing is, man, Sydney got, there's like three zoos. So we're going right now. We're going to the furthest one out, and it's the one where you're the most engaging with the animals. They don't have a lot of animals. All the animals they have are native to Australia. They're not importing, from what I heard, they're not importing anything new into country for this zoo. Now, the main zoo that's closer to the city, they have animals from Africa, some regular zoo, but it has their own style to it. I'm debating if I want to go there. What I've seen about the other zoo is the fact that, like from the footage I saw, like you have a giraffe, and the backdrop of where the giraffe is the Sydney Harbor and the bridge and the Opera House. So that's kind of cool. I can't lie. Like, you seeing this giraffe, but then you also seeing the city of Sydney in the distance. So that's cool. But here, the one we're going to is not in that. The main attraction here is that we can get up close, or a lot closer than you normally would, to some of these animals, even feed some of them, versus trying to go way out in the outback and trying to find some of these animals, which would be cool too if we had, next stop, a limited amount of time and unlimited funds, you know. But wanna if you wanna economize the time, I do want to see a kangaroo of some sort. Gotta do it. So I want to see a kangaroo. This is one surefire way to make sure that's done. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, man. I think so. We'll see. Easy train ride. The weather's actually pretty good. It's not too much sun out. Cloud cover. They said it was supposed to be real hot today, but from what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing, it's actually just 80, 82, something like that. Feels like that. although we are moving west away from the water, so it may heat up since we're going more inland, um, which typically happens. If you spend any time in California, you know how it is. You by the Pacific Ocean, it's nice and cool. As soon as you start moving inland, heat up fast. This station is Kendall Hill. Like downtown San Diego, Coronado, compared to uh, what's that joint out east? Just going east San Diego. That joint just heat up all of a sudden. You be at 75 and you go up to like 92 in a 30-minute drive or less. So it could be the same thing out here. I don't know. Yeah, so train stations out here all pretty. Reminds me of San Diego a little bit actually. Except we're on a much bigger train. We're not on a trolley. We're on a double decker train. Next stop, Toongabbie. Toongabbie. They be having some names out here for that. They be like, what? So that's the type of train we're on right there. That's what we're riding on. And then see the name of the station there. Toongabbie. I'm guessing that's some Aboriginal names. That don't sound like nothing that come from English. How much longer we got? How many more stops? 3 stops? Okay. And see some of the homes out there as well. It looks very much like parts of the U.S. Dude got a Harley out front. Yeah, it's I wonder how much homes out here would be. This train will stop at Toongabbie. No, unless you go the cheaper gets. Yeah. Okay. So things get cheaper as you get outside the city. It's pretty typical around the world. Toongabbie. What's today anyway? Today is Wednesday. No, it's about to be, yeah, it's Wednesday evening in the States. Yeah, it's already Thursday afternoon. Here you go. Thursday afternoon. This station is Toongabbie. Is it 1:15? About to be 1:15? Wednesday the 24th. Yeah. Yeah, so taking this train ride, this train probably it's not as visually stimulating as the last live stream if you didn't catch it. That one we did that was like a 3 hour live stream. This one's not gonna be that. this, this one might go maybe another 30 minutes. We'll see. But yeah, that last one was a adventure. Next stop. Stream went well, to tell you the truth. Walking to or walking, catching a ferry, and going to the beach in the evening. Um, although I wish I had got there earlier, but keep keep tuning back because I think later this week we're gonna probably do another live from an iconic place with a event going on. So that might be something to tune in for too. And I'll probably when I do the live for that, I'll probably set it up a lot a lot better. But I want to be able to do the live and also get the higher quality footage I need at the same time. How similar is Australia to America? I mean, infrastructure wise, it's similar in a lot of ways. You know, we're in a train station going out west. Um, but as far as train will stop at Seven Hills. You know, infrastructure wise, they got good roads, they got good train system, they got ferries, they got uh, good internet. You're seeing right here. Um, things are a little bit more expensive, I would say, in general. I would say it feels like about 20 to 30% more expensive on a lot of things. It's safer. So you're in a big, the biggest city, Sydney, and when you walk around the city at night, even, I'm not saying it's completely safe, but you do feel a layer of uh, safety that you wouldn't feel like in any city in the U.S. for a large area. I'm sure there's some areas you don't want to be in at night, but they don't really stick out. It's not like, yeah, and no guns there. Yeah. So, well, I think, there might be some guns in some of the rural areas for hunting, or if you're in the outback and they got crazy, crazy dingoes, or them swole up kangaroos. You know what I mean? Them joints that be lifting weights, them just be cold up. They be bowled up like that on the. They be coming to you like that. I see the video. Was it on Instagram or YouTube Shorts? That joint was bowled up on dude's window. He was clawing on the window. Like, yo, you like come outside. He, he was standing right at the window. Dude was recording him. And he came over, bumped up on the window. He like, what you gonna do? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could always get, people could do a lot of damage with a knife too, or a blunt weapon, whatever. But you don't, you don't see a lot of that here. I haven't seen a lot of that. I haven't heard of it. Haven't heard of that being a huge problem. So, um, I'll say this, man. It's for a lot of people that travel, and I've traveled to all the places, right? Like places that are known to be dangerous, um, places that have shootings. You know, being from an inner city in the United States, you're not that unfamiliar with dangerous situations and all that. But when you're in places that are safer, it's like first off, you got to get used to it. That you don't have to be up here. When it comes to that, you can bring it down a little bit. But if you need to, you can go back up as far as alertness. But one thing is when you're in a place where your alertness doesn't have to stay high all the time, you get more productive because you're not spending fuel worried about that. You're not spending mental fuel, and it's real, bro. I thought it used to be. I remember thinking about it before. I was like, oh man, this is. And the more and more I experience safer places, what's up? Cause I can't. What's happening, bro? But the more and more I experience safer places. Oh, we in Blacktown, bro. You see that? Hold on, let me see the name of that right there. Yeah. I don't know how many black people there, but they call this joint Blacktown, right there. You see that? You'll see it in a minute. Yeah, man. Detroit. Yeah, I already know. Yeah, I ain't gotta go to Detroit. I already know what it is. Soon as I get ready to go on a plane to Detroit, my head on a swivel, bro. I ain't messing around. But we out here in Blacktown. Guess what? Everything is fine, bro. Everything is fine. I don't see too many black people out there though. I ain't seen one black person yet. Say no Blacktown. She said it. I ain't seen one black person get off yet in Blacktown. Huh? Where them black people at? I definitely see a lot of people who probably not native to Australia, or I don't know how many people are native besides Aboriginals. They're the only real ones. But yeah, it seems like everybody's maybe uh, immigrants from Asia, Pakistan, India, which there's a lot of them here. A lot of cultural diversity in that way here in Australia. Let me turn this camera back around. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We just passing through. Yeah, because again, we going to the that zoo out there. Hold on. Is this the stop we supposed to get on that? Okay. So yeah, we supposed to get off at the next stop, and then catch a bus to that zoo, the petting zoo, the the one with the koalas and kangaroos. But okay, Sudanese and Filipinos. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I met some Sudanese. My last live stream while I was on the boat, it was some girls. They were from Sudan. Okay, Marriott. Next stop. And but yeah, what I was mentioning before about the what do you call it? Safety, being in safe places, and having just having that weight off your head, so you don't have to be on high alert as far as safety. It does something for productivity, especially when you're trying to create content and you're trying to put things together. And if you're in a situation like me where you really don't know what you're doing and you're trying to form your your recipe of how to do things differently. When I say differently, like differently than what I used to do, obviously, because video editing and cameras and all that is new to me over the last video editing, last 3 years, um, and working with real cameras last year and a half. So the ability to learn and keep the brain soft enough to take stuff in. You can't do that when you're in high alert mode, when you like in fight or flight conditions. A lot of people talk about that in research books now. How and we know that if you're really like if something emergency happened right now, your vision, everything goes into a funnel, and you can't even see outside of that funnel. That's what's happening to the brain on a more minute scale or other scale when you got other worries. All right, we get off this train now. Uh huh. We gotta go back to Blacktown. I thought so. Navigator, you know what I mean? Navigator messing up. So you're making excuses now. You know what I mean? That's how they do it. Go back to Blacktown. The funny thing too is here's another thing that eases up the brain. And I thought about this again last night when I met that young lady out in front of the thing. It's like when you don't have time constraints, it don't fucking matter. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously we all have time constraints. Like if you got to check out of your hotel a certain day or something like that, and blah blah blah. But like about your day, like all right, like damn, we gotta be here. No, we don't. We missed the train. We just go back. Like it's all good. But last night when I was with old girl, I was taking pictures again, and I met this girl from Korea, very nice young lady. Took some great pictures of her. But then we were talking, and then we was trying to transfer the pictures, airdrop. There was a little bit of an issue. I was like, "You got somewhere to be?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Me neither." So we, so we hung out for like a couple hours, and I took her back to her spot, and that was it for now. But what but my point is, like when you're not on a time constraint thing, it's not a big deal. Like you can kind of relax a little bit. And I think the more and more I think about what I'm doing in life, it's like, okay, yes, sometimes you need time constraints, like you want deadlines to put pressure on you, but you want to be in control of those things to put pressure on you. I don't want to be dealing with some arbitrary timeline that ain't benefiting me. You see what I'm saying? Like it's I make my own timelines. Like, dang, I need to get this video out. Okay, fuck it. We putting it out this day, and I'm pushing at this day. So, sometimes y'all tell me, "Oh, tell you to get this at." That's your time constraint. Well, I can say, "Yeah, all right, cool, yeah, I agree." But when it come down to it, I got to do the joint. Unless you helping me with it, y'all cool. But y'all ain't editing my videos, man. Y'all, and I ain't editing y'all's. Not at this point. I think about that though. At some point, I probably do need to. If I get really good with this Da Vinci, I know I'm veering off on the subject, but if I get good with this Da Vinci, y'all might have to come to Tay like, oh, we need Tay to color this joint up, man. We need Tay to add some sauce on this joint. We have to drop him a few dollars so he can do it up, send it back to us. I don't know. I think the YouTube community is actually going to get there. Tell you the truth, um, I think a lot of people in the community are building their own particular expertise in certain things, and if they haven't already, they're going to start if they keep doing it. I think if imagine like 5 years from now, if everybody's still doing YouTube videos, shit, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be real good at something. It might not be a whole video, but you're gonna be good at some part of it. Anyway, let me get to some of these questions. Oh no, I ain't put my arm through a gate. If it's a big animal, I don't even think they got no gates at this one. They have some small little fences, but I think if you did, it'd be more like you might get bit by something. They got a mouth, a little mouth like that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I know they say you can feed the kangaroos. You can actually be there with them and feed them. Koalas, I don't know if you can feed them, but I know you're real close to them. And koalas move slow anyway, so I don't think you got. I think they move slow, so you ain't got to worry about that. And that's the two animals I want to see is the koala and the kangaroos. They might have some other cool stuff, but them the two. I'm in Australia. I'm gonna be having koala and kangaroo emojis on everything afterwards. Yeah, there's a lot of Pacific Islands. Okay, yeah. Yep, that's how it is, man. Traveling around the world with way less stress, bro. And that's the thing. Like, I don't want to be go somewhere, be spending money on travel, and be worried about security or safety. You catch this one? And be worried about safety. Let me show you what this train look like too. Oh, we gotta get on this train. Never mind. Um, I don't want to be worried about my safety just for that trip. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I can't. Don't get me wrong. I still got a lot of love for a lot of countries that have safety issues, like Colombia, Brazil, uh, Mexico, even. You know what I mean? Um, even though I do be on my p's and q's when I'm there. Even Africa. I wouldn't say it doesn't have the violence problem that South America has, or even the United States has. Let's be real. Um, but yeah, even that's another thing. Like, even in the United States, like I'm on alert. So yeah, I go back home, I'm on alert. But it's funny. You go to like places like Europe, uh, the level goes way down. You go to Africa, the level goes down. You go to here, Asia, level goes down. The only place I think in Asia I've heard concerns about is the Philippines. I don't know how bad it is. I mean, most guys don't speak on it too much. Although I've heard of some robberies happening in the Philippines, uh, but most of Asia is not even an issue, bro. Like Japan, you good, bro. Hey, you are you are straight for the most part. I mean, obviously, here's the thing: you never want to let it completely down. Like you don't want to. which you have to pay attention to in Japan because you'll be walking around and maybe live streaming like this and not even paying attention to people walking in front of you. And they actually have signs in Japan that say that, like, uh, don't don't be on your phone while walking. And that's mainly because of traffic. People walk out of the traffic accidentally. So that's a that's one of the dangers you got to worry about in Japan. Like being so oblivious. Walk in. Yeah. I mean, it depends where in France, man. Like Paris, there's parts of Paris you don't want to be doing that. But I would say like places like Bordeaux, France, I felt completely safe there. It's yeah, the U.S. Everybody got a gun. Shoot, everybody. All right, we at Blacktown. We contributing to Blacktown's blackness. Yeah. I knew we were supposed to get off at Blacktown. Oh, let me see. This is gonna be the thumbnail right here. Let me see if I can get that on there. Blacktown, baby. What you know about that? You ain't been out here. You ain't been down under the Blacktown. All right, cool. Let me you gotta walk up here. Like we gotta catch a bus somewhere. It looks like we're taking going over there. Man, you supposed to be helping me out, cameraman. Just wait. Oh, shit. Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I can concentrate more on the task at hand. Got me, got some family help going on here. This way. Cool. So yeah, so we did another video too where we did a few videos together. We went to the beach and he was he was doing the camera work. Um, so if you tune in and you see some footage and it's like silky smooth and all that, you know who the cameraman was, how I got that filmed. Um, but yeah, man, tell you, man, like I was having some knee problems since Japan, and then I came out here and I was having a little bit of it too. Then I started doing some runs, and the day after the run or the day of the run afterwards, it'd be even worse. It'd be hurting. But then started getting better. Do this right quick, and so I'm starting noticing like a lot of what it is your boy just been getting too weak, man. Been not pushing myself as far as running. Got these strength bands too. Actually, just one. I got the thickest band I have, and I use that thing. I might do a video on that one just for guys that want to, make a very simple workout routine. Cause I tell you what, man, one good thing about them bands is I got one band and I do like maybe two, three different exercises with it, and I just do it when I think about it. And that joint will have you right, especially if you know you're gonna be on your computer all day and you need to, you take your little breaks for 10, 15 minutes throughout the day. You take two of those breaks and start stretching them bands. That's doing a lot more than people would think. So where we heading to now? Let me get some of these comments right quick. Ooh, we in here now. We got some black folks in Blacktown now. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we talked about that already. All right, let me show y'all what's going on here a little bit. Back camera. Cool. We do this for a little while. I mean, it's not. I would say it's not as well kept as like parts of downtown Sydney, but from what I'm seeing, it ain't bad. It ain't like. I mean, because I can't broke it down to me. At first, I was like, "Oh, I heard that's where the hood is at, Blacktown." Then he's like, "Nah, it ain't like that. You from the, you been in the shoot. San Diego is worse than this now. Like, San Diego's getting bad with the whole homeless situation there and everything. So like, even when I see areas like this, it kind of reminds me like of San Ysidro, South San Diego, right by the Tijuana border. This setup right here reminds me of that, but nowhere near as big or intensive, and nowhere near as many people either. But it has that same type of feel, like just a purposeful feel. Like they built stuff to keep people moving, keep the cars moving, keep people moving, get you from here to there, get the hell up out of here. So I guess that's how they that's how the engineers engineered the joint. So they got a little mall over there. Yeah. You can tell, man, there's been a lot of that type of construction or how do you say it, engineering, civil engineering going on in the last 20 years, I would say. Where I saw a documentary on it. They were talking about it, like how they engineer some parts of the city to not be comfortable to just sit around in or lounge in, versus like other parts. Obviously, they got nice benches and everything like that, and got benches in the shade under the tree and shit like stuff like that. But other places are the exact opposite. They might have a bench for people to take a 5 minute break, but they designed that bench to be uncomfortable, you know? So, and to be in the heat, if there's ain't no trees around, if they don't want you to be there, they're gonna take the trees. Or they're gonna give you a bench with no shade. Yeah, the homelessness in Cali is serious, bro. Let me switch this camera back to me since there's not too much to see out here. Back camera, oh, front camera. There we go. Are we going the right way? All right. We going to a bus stop or we walking all the way there? Ah, okay. Man, we could have just walked through the damn thing. It doesn't connect. It doesn't? See what I'm saying? They designed this joint to get on your nerves. They could have just connected it. They're like, oh, we wanna well, I know at the Tijuana border, Tijuana San Diego border, I know some of the stuff they designed there, they make you walk a long way so they can look at you the whole way. They want to see if you muling. They make you go around, walk around, do this, all this, so they can be looking at you the whole way. Oh, that's Tate. Never mind. He probably over there messing with his Mexican chicken. You know what I mean? Go there, go to his taco spot. Actually, one time I came through the border coming back Tijuana or to San Diego. Dude was asking me if man, she seemed agitated. Dude was asking me if the customs dude was asking me if I went to the strip club. I was like, bro, like what? What you talking about? Like, nah. He like, for real? He like, I was there last night. I was like, yo, he was wilding out like a uh what's that uncle from Friday After Next? He was wilding out like that. I was like, "What are you talking about, bro?" I was like, "Calm down, man. You don't need to be yelling." He's like, "I had a good time at the." I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm just trying to. Can I get back into San Diego?" I don't think it was the. Was it the San Ysidro border? I don't know. It might have been that one or the other one. They got two borders in Tijuana, two crossing areas. So it might have been the second one, but yeah, man, I was like, bro, this must be dude's last day on the job or something. I was like, man, calm down, bro. You just found out about Mexico strip clubs, but I didn't even know they could go over there. But I guess they can as a Homeland Security agent, border agent. I don't know, but yeah. So we here. Taking hours like that. Okay, cool. All right. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Gives that 14-hour. Okay, you lived in San Diego for 20. Oh, in Cali for 20 years. Yeah, man. Yeah, Cali homelessness is no joke, bro. It's it's gotten a lot worse. It was always like a thing, and I think it's because the weather's good. It's easy to you know go off the system, so to speak. But yeah, right now I think it's just at a whole different level. I'm pretty sure even on the Tijuana side, they probably are pushing back against some of the people coming. And now there's different levels too. There's people who can't afford what's going on in California and are escaping to Mexico, but probably can afford to be productive there. But then there's people who just used to being uh, unproductive in every way, and they just used to living on the street. And to tell you the truth, man, like I see sometimes people try to set up projects for certain people like that, like homeless people, and which is good. That's what we need to be doing. And there's some people who need help, just need a little bit of help. But then there's some people, and this is around the world, there's some people who they don't want nothing to do with what you're talking about. And people overlook this fact. There's some people who look at everybody else who's doing something as fools. They're living on the street, not doing anything, and they look at everybody else who's going to work or doing anything productive. Watch your back. Doing anything productive, whether it's your YouTube or whatever else, you like I talked about, like you making your own timelines and being like, all right, I gotta push this out or whatever. They don't have nothing. They don't want no timelines. They don't want to do nothing. And they think all of the rest of us are just idiots. And then they'll ask you for money. There's a lot of people out there like that, and a lot of people don't want to admit that. But it's a real thing. Not everybody who's on the street is like that. But like I said, around the world, there are some that are like that. And, I've heard stories of people I know that have tried to help some people out. And then the, like I say, the consequences of them trying to help them out were just not even worth it, bro. I mean, if you want to get somebody money on the side of the street, that's up to you. That doesn't matter at all. That's inconsequential. But when you try to set up a job or do other things and like invest a lot of your time in trying to do that, there's some that you're gonna be like, hold it, you need to watch out for that are just not not about that life at all. So, like I said, it's not just in the United States; it's around the world. But yeah, man, something to be aware of. Anyway, so we about to catch this bus and go to the zoo. While we're at the zoo, all these buses say Blacktown on it. That's crazy, bro. They have to say Blacktown 700, Blacktown 728. Crazy. You know how we are as Americans. We just call up on anything to say black. Black what? What they say? Anything to say black, we hypersensitive. Yeah, so that's one thing about travel too. Definitely get over that. I remember when I was in Japan, they had the section it was called Black Music, and that was all black music, all hip hop, everything. It wasn't anything else. It was just all. And then I think in Germany too. I don't know if they called it black music, but it was something like that. They had a station that played all hip hop, R&B, and all that, and it was like black something. And but yeah, here's what it is. That's our bus. 729. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I think let me see. Let me see who else we got in here. Let me see some comments. Yeah, throw the shades up a little bit. Oh, well, price. Okay. Yeah, man. The homeless thing. Yeah, a lot of them are just plotting. They just don't want to do nothing, man. They just like, I'm gonna live that easy life. I'm gonna let y'all work for me. You know what I mean? That's how they feel. Man, nah, they ain't taking 3 hours. Funny thing is, it probably take us longer to get here than we gonna be there. Probably like once I see that kangaroo and get some footage of that kangaroo, get some footage of that koala, I'll probably gonna turn around and come on back. You know what I mean? Try to get something to eat. Flyboy, what's good, bro? What's good? Out here in Australia, man. Trying to do a little something. Yeah, man. So I don't know. Maybe they have some other animals there that might strike my interest, but I think those two in particular are going to be the ones I want to see. So uh, and get a little footage of. I don't even know if it'll be worth making a whole video. Might have to you know blend it in with something else. Um, okay, got a friend texting me right now. I'll have to see what's up a little later. But yeah, man. So we out here doing it in Australia. We in Blacktown, Sydney, at the bus station. But we're waiting for this bus, and then we'll head on over. But I don't think it's gonna be too much more to see because I don't want to give the zoo video away. And plus I gotta take the cameras out to record that, set up, do my intro, and we ain't got but so many hands. Can't be unless I had a chest harness or I had my DJI going live, which I still ain't figured that out how to go live with my DJI action. But yeah, okay. And then I got a friend. She's texting me about another location I might want to go see at a later date, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, man, appreciate y'all. This live is just under an hour. Started off a little slow, but yeah, appreciate all y'all for dropping in. All the engagement. And if you didn't check out, I did a 3-hour live stream walking from downtown Sydney, catching a boat, going across the Sydney Harbor to Manly Beach in the evening, and then coming back and then showing you the Opera House from different angles, bro. Beautiful. My live stream was beautiful. And guess what? When I put out the video, the real high quality video, it's gonna be the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but it's gonna be even better looking and more instructional of like, how we get there and daytime at the beach, typical type of stuff I do. Yeah, the iPhone battery is crazy, bro. The iPhone battery be going, bro. Yeah, man. We talked all night that night, man. We had a conversation on the live stream. iPhone was booming. The 5G out here was holding it down. Speaking of, I gotta re-up on this. If I'm gonna stay out here, I gotta re-up on the data tonight. I think it might be worth it for future. If I do another, even just one more live stream, it's worth it. That's one thing that's not that expensive out here. I paid $20 when I got here at the airport for this chip and 20 gigs, and then they gave me another 20 gig bonus. I like, damn, that joint is almost as cheap as Colombia, and it's 5G out here, which is not in Colombia. It's 4G LTE over there, but here is just regular 5G. I think, at least that's what I'm getting. But it's solid though. There ain't no issues. So yeah, we'll um we'll probably end the stream right here and stay tuned. You know, I still got some Japan content coming. Um, something that's a little bit different that I got coming. Uh, but it just actually when I was watching it, I was like, damn, I kind of missed that about Tokyo a little bit. Like, dang, I'm gonna probably go back there at some point, and when I do, y'all know where y'all can find me. If you watch this next video, you gonna know where you can find me at. Uh, but yeah, all right, man. Appreciate y'all. We out. Oh, also too, forgot I did a I came in on Scholar de Ruins live stream, formerly known as One Master Teacher. I was on his live stream a few days ago. I think I jumped in like maybe midway, and it was some good stuff in there too. So if you get a chance, maybe check that one out. All right, y'all. I'm out.